Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back.
Haha, pranked all of ya. You thought you had a chance to breathe. You thought you had a chance to think. But it's time to just kick back and relax and just turn into some zombies while watching some beautiful AU Counter-Strike. It's going to be action straight out of the gates as well. LFO looking to take it straight to order up mid, and they are looking good with the USPs. It's boys be boys here and a whole lot of action as Vexite's looking to try to finish things off here. How's it going to fall? But it's all up to Vexite in the 1-on-2. And there's big damage done on the 2 remaining CTs. One bullet could do it for both of the boys here. And down to 12 HP. Vexite goes 3 in the clip. And how's the timing? Bomb, of course, down at the top of Cat now. Let's take stock of everything else. And both of these players, they know that they have so much time to play with. APOC just tucking himself into the corner, and it's a matter of moments, a matter of millimeters. 8 HP. He's been tagged up.
Gone back to B. He's gone for the big flank. All the way through upper tunnel. He's called the audible. And Vexite, is he going to get caught going up Cat here? No, APOC's not going lower just yet. So Vexite does have the timing onto the A site. We'll see what kind of a plant he goes for. Because if it is that open plant for sure, that could end up biting him. But APOC is still chilling in towards tunnels. This is going to give way more time for Vexite to get himself the desired plant position. We'll see where he throws it down. On top of the box would be the dream. That would be the ballsy plant.
Well, he's clearing out absolutely everything, knowing that APOC has to be on essentially 1 HP.
Oh, wow. So, for Plat.
Ooh. Where's he play it from?
No kit for APOC.
Okay. Tucking away into Goose here. With the approach coming through from CT. APOC, if he just gets the info for jump peak.
Ooh, can we get a jump shot?
Vexite. Oh, he's heard this one. He's heard the jump on the wood, and now he's got the line as well. APOC. Oh no, Vexite! Oh! Oh! Boy! Okay.
Oh, that was so sharp. Oh, this guy, he's so young, and he just continues to impress me with his mechanics every time we watch him. Incredible 4K. That last kill in particular, just beautiful. That's what it looks like after you've already been playing CS for 4.5 hours in the first round of the grand final.
Yeah. Maybe losing a little bit of focus at just the wrong moment. Smokes even missed the mark as well over towards long. But LFO, they're sending APOC up mid. I believe APOC was spotted there. But Order, they're happy just to play their own game, smash it in over towards long. A couple of smokes as well to cross nice and safe like.
And okay, yeah. Look,
there's
Order,
issues. I'm seeing
relax,
issues.
guys. Order's been playing for a little while. You know, they've already had a couple of maps under their belt, quite a few rounds. Let's just chill out a bit.
Well, let's have a look-see here. APOC still able to fight here with the scout. Not going to be spotting that noggin over the top, though, as Sterling slides one onto USTILO. And Mitch, it's beginning. The scout's starting to reign supreme here. And Gyro needs to hit everything in his way. Running out of bullets, 11 in the mag, and only 3 players to get past. Has to try to go for the reload, opts for the Glock instead, just jumping around. Looking to buy the time, but Rickeh locking it at long range with the Galil, tapping heads, and finding a second.
Crab walk tap. That's a new thing. The crab tap.
What did you do during the game, between the games there, Mitch?
I speed made dinner. I grilled some chicken thighs. I made a corn salsa. And I cut up some cucumber and I threw it in a bowl. And then I shoved the chicken in my mouth. And now I've burnt the roof of my mouth. So if anyone's expecting quality casting from me, I mean, to be fair, it has nothing to do with my mouth being burnt, but you're not going to get it.
You got to love a good self-burn in terms of the mouth end in that context. Now, Valiance looking to lock things down over towards long. It's looking pretty good. All of the LFO members are accounted for here. There it is. Easy peasy 4K. No financial damage done to Order. And they're happy to keep the Galils into the next. LFO finally able to get the guns in order. But into round number 4, are we going to see LFO crack that egg? Order already starting in a much better way than what we saw from them yesterday.
Yeah, the way LFO's posturing, though, is kind of scary. They're trying to fight everything. They're playing with confidence. That's a cheeky little molly in towards that mid-doors push.
Yeah. Locking in anyone that's gone into lowers early, but also keeping them away if they were thinking about going through there later. Up cat they go, though. And APOC, I don't think he's aware. I don't think he's spotted this one.
Yeah, 1 minute 30. Order's got the middle of the map. They've already secured that cat control. This is where we see the HE nades being chipped in. Not a whole lot of util left for LFO, but Sterling's on the off angle towards Goose. Wants to try to find that first pick. Both him and Liki still have smokes to work with. Savage has got a molly, which if he was to leave that long control, that could be like a denial of a short plant. Order really cutting the brakes, holding for some aggression from the CTs, but they haven't been given a single thing.
Mid B smoke's going to be thrown from Cat here and looking to draw a whole lot of eyes, but APOC makes the risky play, which is a huge amount of info. Good flash just to force Sterling off the line, but it's not going to stop him from striking. And again, he's going to edge his way around the molly, waiting for another. This man don't miss, and today he is standing tall again.
Oh, it's a nice kill from Valiance to try to recover things, but I'd say that's where the Cinderella story ends. I mean, that's just peak Sterling, isn't it? AWP, A-side of Dust2. Then you see the Order pick this map into him. And I'm getting worried. He's only 5-3. Look, I'm not saying it's another 29 bomb, but it might be another 29 bomb.
Look, you said the Cinderella story ends.
The Cinderella story, mate.
Cinderella story.
It's like the Bogan Cinderella.
We can write that script another time. For now, we've got to read this one, and it's Hazard. Happily.
Yeah.
Just waltzing his way into uppers with APOC. Hand in hand. Skipping
kind of
along.
what I'm talking about, dude. They're just like no respecting them.
Yep.
They're running at them.
Well, this is the kind of Dust2 you expected to see when these changes came through. And LFO, when they believe in themselves like they do right now, it's just looking good, you know. Rickeh gets tossed that flash to send the boys straight on in. It's a dangerous play, but again, it's going to be info because LFO, they've already fallen back to B.
Yeah, I mean, this is the world we live in when you get CT aggression like this. At 1 minute 10, the Ts are sitting in backyard trying to flash their way into their own upper tunnels.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, now we get to work the rest of the map. By the way, there's, you know, we're only taking Cat at like 45 seconds and we still might get AWP'd on the way up there. Just, it doesn't sound nice because it's not nice.
Amazing Dust2 changes, hey? Now.
Well, mid to B might be the play, actually.
Ooh. Let's see if they are correct with this assumption. Liki's got a solid nade, just rating. Drop it in the right position. Oh. Big investment. Look at that. Now it's just going to be the sprint straight up through the doors, just waiting for that swing at window. Liki, lock it on through the smoke for one. And Hazard, he'll fall. A casualty coming through, but again, Vexide has way too many CTs to get past with just 20 on the clock. And there it is, 2 in a row for LFO. Looking pretty good now. They've got the economy cranking.
Yeah, they broke Order's money. All them sitting around 2K. Valiance can hero AK or maybe drop some deeks to the lads. But this is LFO getting into a scary swing of things. Like you said, money established. That is the big obstacle to overcome on the CT side of Dust. Once you stabilize your money, you're working with full util, potentially 1 or 2 AWPs. Map gets quite a little bit easier. Oh, it's not ideal. Savage.
We'll boost up in the bedroom here. And Order really just setting up shop, you know. Hoping that they can find a nice little profit margin from what they've brought into the round. You know, Rickeh, in this case, he's brought nothing in. Except maybe some solid banter. You know, I feel like banter can get you through this round. What do you reckon, Mitch?
Yeah. The Eagle headshot might not go too bad. And it is Valiance. Seems to deliver those quite consistently. 4-man swing.
Good placement on that molly. Just trying to stop the troops from smacking their way to A. And it's a drop in. Sterling, he spotted that shoulder. There we are. A little bit of investment coming back. USTILO getting the A1 in hand. And there you go. Considering they brought nothing into the round there, Mitch, that's a big couple of kills.
That's a mental edge to USTILO as well.
Yeah.
Just dropping into CT with a Glock. And we're going to get a pause again. I think Vexite's mum is on SBS again watching Huey's Kitchen reruns. But we've kicked her off and we're good to go.
Look, I can't blame her. Huey, he's a bloody mad lad, isn't he? Look, he's got away with the spices. I've seen him saute a lobster a time or two, and man, you better believe it was the greatest concoction of spotted on SBS.
He's got a great mustache as well.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I'm biased to him.
All right. Order going to run a default. Got APOC. Hyper aggressive. Up towards top middle yet again. Jump spot from Liki keeping him safe. For the time being.
How's the angle? Liki. Not going to be quick enough this time. As that's going to be an opening for Order. APOC able to answer with 2, not a third. Excite swinging in. Strength in numbers from Order. The solo play from APOC was almost good enough.
We were talking about the OCE tongue twisters. Rickeh, Liki. There's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Dexter. Oh, Sterling. Very, very nice pick from that man. And Savage on the off angle. Probably good for 1 at least.
It's a solid line. Could be spotted if someone jumps up on the can, but Valiance back against the wall. Have a look at the timing here. Savage, fully aware that they could be straight out long. He's picked the perfect position to play from. Sterling. A bit of cover there too. Jumping across the line, and it's perfect, Rickeh. He only got his shin spotted, but Savage saves the day.
It was a cute play to win the AWP duel. Got to pull out all the stops against Sterling. But look, that's about where the fun ended for Order. Again, they've been economically reset. And LFO, they take some economic losses, but they should be able to stabilize anti-eco now. Here's this long contest.
A rare sight there. Sterling missing a shot. Haven't been able to say that for the last 24 hours.
Yeah, he's washed now. His career's over.
Absolutely donezo. Well, 2-2-1 split coming through here. Hazard. And a quiet day at the office over towards the B side of things. Smoke there at mid. It's enough cover, but Order still going to be spotted on that cross. And now it's awkward for Savage. He's going to be stuck in the open. P250 not able to do it for Valiance just yet. The rest of the boys coming up. Cat all thinned out, and it's USTILO. Last alive with a deagle, a dream, and a good flick of the wrist too. So picks up that AK, 1 man between him and mid control, maybe 2. Oh, Liki getting the old fade away, big damage from him, and APOC to pick up the pieces. So 2-round lead now, and 5 rounds in a row for LFO since they got those guns cranked.
Yeah, and pretty convincing. And you know, although there is not that many players, I mean, it's a 3-man core from that old AV roster, but you're seeing a lot of the same win conditions in there. Hazard, that big side anchor, just very, very difficult to deal with. got APOC just aggressing all over the place, being hard to read, and Sterling on the AWP. I mean, those three players on Dust2 have just been a pillar for this Avant into LFO, Direwolves, whatever you want to call them, core, for like 2 years now. It's the same win conditions on Dust2, man. And a lot of the time it's been Auto who've been victims of it, it feels like.
Boost over the top, and Rickeh spotted. You can see APOC, he wanted to go back for seconds. He wanted to hit that repeat, but he chose against it. And Sterling, he didn't want to go on the line either, so back to the old 3-2 split. Order not going for any early control. Other than, you know, I guess taking Upper Dark is kind of taking map control these days.
Yeah. Savage. We've seen him on the long pushes a couple of times, actually. He's been quite solid with it. Rickeh walks in. Easy shadow advantage. He's seen the AWP a miles away. He can't commit for 2. And now this 4-on-2 on the A site ensues as Flash doesn't quite put Sterling off the line.
Ooh. Wanted to drop that nade before falling, but he's down there regardless. And there's Liki to hold things down at elbow. Just going forward straight into the tees. And it's Vexside on the 1-on-4. Man's got no idea that Liki is swinging him from default there. So he'll go down as well. And LFO, they are all over Order. I feel like, I don't know, man, the maps at the moment, everyone you go into as Order, I feel like LFO just seem to have that edge.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Like, they pick Dust2, then it goes Nuke and Ancient. I'm like, okay, so let's go. I mean, it's domestic. Big asterisks on these stats. They're all domestic, but from 8+ reps minimum, between 8 and 16 reps, we go 80% Dust2 win rate, 88% on Nuke, which is from 16 reps, and then 88% on Ancient from 8 reps. Like, come on, bro. This is the map pool that you're going head-to-head in LFO. And, like, I would say, yeah, cool, like, domestic stat lines, they're probably smacking some ECA Prem teams, but, you know, these guys seem to be doing very, very well in this region, and we're still talking about domestic competition. We asterisk those stats when they go international.
Yeah.
But right now, when you're playing Order, the 88% is very real.
Oh, it's just like all across the board as well, so such a hard situation for them to be in. And with LFO just taking out Mirage straight away, that's like your one map you might have had the edge on them. But solid crossfire, and APOC, he's just going to tear these pistols to shreds, flinging around as well. Knows the line back into T-spawn. Rickeh couldn't do a damn thing about it. USTILO maybe, but not to be. Head taken off by Hazard, and a perfect round for LFO. Look at the stonks, mate. 11k on Sterling, 10 on Hazard, 10 on APOC. They are right as rain going into the later rounds of the first half.
Decent spawn for a tower boost. And indeed, they will go for it. Rickeh on the line, on the cross. Not able to convert. Early cap boost once again as Liki jump spotting lower dark. Applying that util pressure. Sterling's got that long control secured. Prog smoked very quickly into B. Actually pulls APOC to help Hazard out, who's util dumping B tunnels. And that gap has been exploited by Order. They've got the middle of the map now. They've also got some decent pressure on Catwalk, so this might be the best looking round yet. This could be the perfect mid to B.
But, Mitch, you see, Hazard, he's actually going to push in towards the man with the plan, the man with the bomb, and USTILO's mollied out of the corner. So, util saves the day again. Bomb not spotted, though, as it was down on the stairs. But now, Upper Dark has to be retaken by Order. Valiance spots it, but he has no idea if Haz has gone back to side or back to bloody backyard. So, Order now with just the one-pronged approach, and if they don't make their way out mid, if they don't manage to get past this solid crossfire, and there's even a gap in that smoke thrown on the run, so as it fades, APOC, he's making a bit of noise at the top of ramp, just drawing the attention.
Well, you're going to try the mid to B. Counter flash does come out. Liki off the back of that. Just peeks straight out. Takes one with him.
Oh, okay. Window player down skis. And it's all up to Hazard, who's already picked one up in the round in a solid position to deal with the door push and up his control, because Order not going to go for the two-pronged attack. Rickeh coming in with one. And in comes the plant. Savage knows he's got the one-on-one on site now, and the molly is not going to stop him from swinging, but it's knocked him out to 69 HP. Tap not coming through with Rickeh. How's his timing? First attempt, Savage thinking he was going to stick it, but Rickeh finds a fourth for Order, and finally they get one of these gun rounds across the line.
Yeah. Love the play from Rickeh, by the way. Just aggressing as soon as he hits the footsteps back to site. Not even getting into any of those games to do with, you know, tapping or reeling or anything. Not interested. Again, oh, couldn't quite get the molly down in time, so Apoc is straight on his bike.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
He's up there.
He's 15 and 6. It's just doming. Order straight into the B site. Hazard trying to buy time now.
Ooh. Nice little set of USTILO, but USTILO just going to run him down before he gets anything going for himself. And it's that 4 and 4 for the retake. Sterling probably going to be boosted over the top here, see if he can find a line for now. On planted, just a default again. Order going to be playing 3 players on the right side of side. It's going to be the Flood with the flash, but Apoc, as he's fallen down just like that, LFO. They're worried about their economy now, even though they had cash for days. So they're looking just to keep 3 alive and try to have their best fighting chance into the end of the half.
Yeah, Order break the streak of rounds. Lose that opening pick in towards middle, but then they just go straight in, hit the small site. After seeing Apoc in middle, they know that he's the B rotator.
Yeah.
It's a 4-on-1 on the site. Valiance and USTILO. Just having a little kiss near the dumpster, you know? It's a good spot.
It's cozy. It looks like it's actually sort of covered from the elements as well. So if, you know, over on Dust2, I heard that, you know, the barometer of...
The thermometer, Mac. You've already screwed it, mate.
No. The barometer.
Oh, the barometer. We're talking
They have
about a different
barometer
ometer.
as well. Vexite was the...
Thermometer.
No, he wasn't the thermometer. What's the thing? The thermostat. I said thermometer. He was the thermostat. Either way, the barometer of USTILO. You can tell that there's no wind coming, so he was happy just to sit in the corner. Either way, bit of a catastrophe there at long for LFO. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. And Order finally getting this long control.
Yep. Apoc's in middle. Just playing in the open. Playing in nowhere is sometimes the best spot. Hazard's in upper dark. There's no respect being given to Order at all.
No. No flash coming in. It's just going to be the dry push through, and Hazard locks down the tight line. Rickeh hits him back with one, but is that good enough? UTIL going to be thrown, and Gyra escapes away with his life. Apoc happy to just go for the full-on reposition and send it back to B ramp before Order can think.
Yeah. LFO, so much util. They can molly bomb the whole site. They got 3 mollies.
Oh, and that one's missed for Order, so it's looking extremely rough indeed. Molly's going everywhere. Gyra into the open. It's up to Rickeh on 34 HP to make this work. Finding one. Not a terrible start. But again, a huge ask, and he's going to be mollied in. Actually, that molly's gone to Car, and he's managed to bring it back to the 1-on-1 now. Sterling, man, doesn't have that AWP in hand. He's opted for the A1. On for the retake. Clearing the line. And it's planted there at double stack as well. So he's going to wrangle this all the way through. Flashes there, and Rickeh not going to back himself this time. The defuse. Sterling. First damn time. Playing on the tendencies of Order. And getting the majority for the half.
Expensive round, but enough to reinvest here.
Yeah.
Into round number 14. Could be pretty broke for LFO, though. If they lose this one, you got a couple players sitting around the 1K mark, so you'd be on that 2.5 to 3K. Not conducive of a good buy. This could be a great position. If Order actually gets themselves this round, it could make a whole lot of difference. Again, they take that long control. LFO stepping into the space in middle, though. I'm loving this off angle. Licking the pole. It almost looks like it's got a face. I think it has feelings.
But it's undecided at the moment.
Yeah, it's very neutral pole, isn't it?
I feel like he's just caught up in the anticipation of the round, doesn't know how to feel yet. Confused. But just remember, it's always healthy to talk about your feelings. Don't be the pole. Oh, missed opportunity there from Rickeh, who was really close to opening up the round, and taking Sterling out of the equation is a great position to be in. However, I don't think Sterling was quite spotted, and APOC, whiffed opportunity. Valiance and Vexite cracking things open. Sterling, he's gone skis. And Savage, the only man here to try to save the day. There's a bunch of UTIL coming through, and it's a nice line over the smoke. You don't see it often, but just like that, it's back to the 2-on-3. Savage again, tripling it up, and just locking down the A site.
30 seconds. Gyra, he's just searching around the smoke. Savage, he's already performed some magic. He's going to tuck himself into the wizard box. Big flank wrap back around from Liki here.
Molly. Good bit of UTIL, and that will finally deal with Savage, but the big wrap through brings it onto the 1-on-1 now. Gyra commits to the plan, and at long range, Liki's got his number.
Bloody hell. 3k from Savage, 2k from Liki. Every single player on LFO can pop off and multi-frag. Such a bloody dangerous roster right now. The form these guys are in. There's no safety. There's no player that just is left lacking.
I feel like you're right on the money with that one.
I'm trying to look at their player stats last 3 months. Yeah, everyone's above a 1.13 rating.
That's a whole lot of rating. I think Sterling's one yesterday was like 2.6 or something, completely astronomical, like literally unheard of. So I'm sure he'll be HLTV's player of the week, no matter what. Unless something horrible goes down today for him. So far, so good. And into the final round of the half here, USTILO looking to go toe-to-toe with Hazard. APOC, he's got a flash lined up and ready, but even with the pin, it has definitely not hit the mark. So, must have been a very niche piece of util. Has not worked as expected. And now they know there's max 1B, so it's going to be the mid-B split straight through. As Liki, he's looking to work himself for timing. APOC taking contact, and it's the swing on it. So it's back to the 3-on-3. B site locked down, though. In order, they still need to plant.
Yeah, no more util for them either. And still those mollies can be used to potentially go for that retake. Molly off under window, molly off car. Definitely cut down some of the angles LFO have to work with. None of them going tunnels here.
Positions to swing off one another. USTILO, though, he's just going to be peaked dry, and Liki with the pre-fire deals with the first man. Molly doing so much damn damage, and Valiance, his position known here at Heat, and Sterling shifting forward, running out of time, though, and he'll make it work. Big kill coming through the box, and that's going to be 10-5 at the half. It's a relatively on-par scoreline, but we got a break to get through before we jump on into the second, so don't go too far. We'll see you after this.
I never thought you'd make me high. Fuck, I'm so high. I wanna kiss your thigh. I love your groove, the way you move. You gotta choose if you want a boy or a man who's smooth. I see you smile, don't be so shy. The music keeps the love alive. Don't let it go, let it go.
So Mitch was just telling me during the break about all of the fine delicacies he tried while he was in the US, and one of which was not Counter-Strike. He stayed away from it. No matter how hard he tried to go and find a computer, there were just none in the land of NA. But down here in Down Under, we got plenty. We've got at least 10 computers, and currently they are all taken up by the 10 players here in the server. So I think they're pretty lucky to be here.
Yeah, for sure. I was, it was so tempting to try to find a PC and just be hard stuck in ESCA main, but, I decided to spend my time more wisely.
What'd you do instead, huh?
I slept on the floor and played card games.
Didn't you get your identity stolen as well?
That was the second time.
Ah, of course.
I did. Yeah, I did. I
Well,
did.
weird flex, gone to America 2 times. Haha, look at me, hey?
Yeah. Look, I don't think it's a weird flex to get your identity stolen and then have to stay in Chicago for a week. Although,
Well,
apparently, I'll tell you, because we're in the pause right now.
yeah,
The
we're still
Australian embassy in Chicago is on the most Aussie-sounding street ever. It's on North Wacker Drive. Look it up.
I love that.
I'm gonna double check. Hold on, Chicago
North Wacker
Australian
Drive.
Embassy.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
here we go. North Upper Wacker Drive in Chicago, Illinois. That's where I had to go. And when I went there, there was an Aussie guy there trying to renew my passport, like emergency passport, taking my photo. And he was just taking the piss out of me. He's like, "Oh, you stole your passport. You lost your passport, eh, mate?" He was just teasing me straight up.
What I was going to say, though, is you're like, it's not cool to have your passport stolen. But that being said, if someone steals your identity, it's kind of just like a cheap clone, right?
I don't think anybody could pretend to be me, to be honest. Although, I don't know. Maybe just try to pull a bender and you hit the same, like an all-nighter, and you hit the same levels of energy. Anyway, LFO, they're playing pretty energetic right now. The whole of the last half, they were so aggressive. Now they're going in for an A split, but it's not going well. They're going late out long, no flashes, and they're kind of getting ripped apart, Mac.
Yeah, crisp. Couple of shots coming through. They had no idea Gyra crossed the pit either. So Savage runs out like a headless bloody chook into his grave. And in the 2-on-5, it's not looking likely, but both of the LFO members are going to try to fight together, and it has not worked out at all. But what has worked out is a pistol round for Order, who now have taken both pistols, mind you, remember that one.
Yeah.
6 on the board, and they're looking to close this round gap.
Yep. You also worked out today, Mac. Just lifting 40 kilos on each arm. No big deal.
Yeah, nothing. Just like walking apart. Any Americans out there? That's almost 90 pounds on either arm. It's nothing really.
Is it 90 pounds? There's no way. 30 kilograms a pound.
40 kilos is 88 pounds.
66 pounds on each arm, bro. Oh, 40. Okay, 40. Yeah, 88. You're right. You've done your mathematics.
I just rounded up to 90 because it sounds cooler, you know?
Yeah, just 90,
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I love
masculinity.
Yeah. Can you lift us out of this tech pause, please, mate?
No.
Mac, I know you've got the start game button. I know you've got it.
I want to brag more. I'm not done bragging yet, Mitch.
Okay.
I actually didn't start my brag, but you did. And I want to finish it. I'll finish when I'm ready. I'm jacked. I'm huge. I've got big lungs. You know what that means? I can yell for ages, all through technical pauses. And eventually, we'll get out of it. No, just chill out. Bloody Friday night. What are we doing, huh?
I don't know.
Just chill out. Breathe. All right, I'm done. I'm
I
done
don't think
flexing.
either of us have had a drop of beer, but I think chat probably would argue the opposite.
Drop a beard.
Drop a beard. Drop a rhyme. We're ready. It's game time. 10-6. Order's going to anti-eco. No second round buy for LFO, which is actually pretty uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah. Well, I guess they do get the AKs cranking into the next because, they didn't get the plant this time, so they can't get the AKs right now. So it makes sense. when you crunch the numbers, look at the theory.
Yep, AKs and grenades, good.
Yeah. Well spotted, jumping across mid there. Vexite now backing away, turning it into a little old 2-3 split. USTILO putting on his savage pants and pushing straight in the bedroom here. There's that shadow to play with, and with some unarmored T's lurking on the other side. He's thinking about it. What was Sterling doing there?
Just giving the wall a little kiss.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Thought he was going to hit it with a spray. But, now, some contact at mid. It's going to be strength in numbers. LFO able to go for a 2-for-1. MP9 retrieved, and big damage coming through. USTILO pushing to the top of mid. There's going to be 2 more SMG kills to come through. A third, maybe, on the cards? No. APOC says, get out of here, son. And it's the M4 to mop things up. Gyro swinging in. And there you have it. 2 in a row for Order. 2 casualties, so we are going to see a FAMAS dropped, MP9 dropped rather. 2 MP9 dropped.
You know what's crazy, Mac?
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
APOC and USTILO have probably been playing CS against each other for like a decade plus now. Going back into 1.6.
Actually true. Bloody insane is another, good description. Jumping down Liki. Trying to get here quickly, and he's got no time to waste, but some T's coming through, and they're going to be falling as well. Hazard, though, doubling it down, and just like that, Savage, he's found another opening. Only 1 defender remaining here on the A side of things. And Sterling, he's going to push in solo, and he makes it work as well. So Valiance got a lot of salvaging to do. 2 low T's, though, means that there is still a chance in the round. Coming up short, he might be able to get that upgrade. Ticking the molly. And Savage, he's heard it.
It's been tickled for sure. Off the contact, you'll probably get the smoke on short. Never mind, not needed. I'm so silly, Mac. Why would they waste a smoke grenade?
Who hired you, Mitch?
Your mum.
For what?
I'm sure Twitch chat knows.
Hey. Twitch chat doesn't know anything. I thought... Oh, wait. Sorry, that was a secret. Now, into round 19 we go. Order. Back onto the pistolas and a couple of M4s to try to buff up that firepower. LFO happily just taking this up to dark control, locking down mid. Gyra, he is here and swinging. That's going to be first blood. Going to Order. Going back for seconds, though. Liki falling. But so is Vexite. And that's going to be one of the rifles already dealt with for LFO. The numbers still there for Order for the moment.
Yeah. This chaotic round off the back of Order. Trying to feign some mid-control, some mid-aggression. Now the middle of the map belongs to LookingForOrg. But Hazard has got a million angles to look at. He's found the right one. USTILO goes down. Valiance now between a rock and a hard place, trying to play from the gate. Let's see if he can find an opening.
Oh, missed opportunity. APOC just jiggling around, getting as much info as he can find. Now postured. Order in positions to make this retake happen. Oh, lining it up, and Rickeh, awkward for him. Savage just never stopped moving.
Yeah.
So he couldn't line up the 1 dig. And it makes Gyro's job that much harder. He's got a molly, which he could drop open here. See how that one goes. He's opted to throw it over to this car instead. And from here, that time is ticking away. Savage jiggling and heating, and there's just the spam. It's too damn much. Savage finding him through the door. A third for the round, and the big one for LFO. 12 and 7.
They break the CT money. That should be post-anti-eco 13-7. Then in round 21, they're going up against a CT player where it's like 4 to 4.5k. That means no AWP. That means low util, which on Dust2 is terrible. You can't shut down the long control a lot of the time. You can't shut down quick B plays with the util. Kind of pigeonholes you into some aggression in some situations. Basically painting a pretty bleak picture here for Order.
Making a whole lot of noise there. Over towards the long. Warning shots, LFO. Letting Order know just what's waiting for them towards the later parts of the round here. APOC can be toyed with. Big old Rick. Sterling just gazing over the top of the smokes here. Trying to find an opening. The 4-man pistol stack here at 8. Maybe get some groundwork done. But we'll see how Order play it. Molly's bloody everywhere. Nowhere for the CTs really to stand. USTILO forced out into the open. It's going to be a boost up top. Spotted. Has already
Bloody
like
hell.
a book. And there is nothing that Order can do in this round.
Oh, that's something.
Well, I caster cursed it in kind of at least a way.
Yeah. It's like the smallest caster curse ever.
We had a lot of them yesterday, actually. Every time Conky said something, he caster cursed it. It's kind of comical, honestly.
He's a funny guy.
A fun guy. A mushroom.
Oh,
Tell you who's not a fun guy?
who's that?
Sterling. He's all business. He eats Malaysian curry before he plays. And that is the secret sauce. If you guys didn't know, he revealed it to me in my public Twitter thread where I asked him about it. So if you don't follow me, probably don't follow me. You won't like my content. But that is where you'll find that answer.
Yeah. It's all lifting and quizzing players what they had for dinner for a game time. Oh,
Kinda like-
long.
Max CS hot ones, right? And speaking of hot ones, it's going to be a hot time over towards long here. Gyra blinded, still able to strike as Liki swinging in. Not going to be able to get any work done. Vexite really saving the day there for Gyra. And it's
Yeah.
a 2-on-4 out of the back of that whole situation.
Yeah, Order's very fortunate to win those duels towards long because you can look at their util after fighting for that long control. There's barely anything to work with after that initial contest, so they put themselves in a 4-on-2. They need to close it though. LFO work in the middle of the map. One towards Cat.
Oh,
Jump spot in towards CT. Into the 2-man swing. Ricky's on the line and Catwalk as well. Couple snags that LFO could potentially stick up on here.
I like that coming through from LFO. Smokes here too, and a big flash enabling Gyra to go forward first. He'll fall, and Sterling in the corner. I thought he may have been good for a second, but the high-low setup coming in to lock him down. And another round found for Order. But it took a lot. It cost them a huge amount.
And they're into the double orb now. At least they didn't have to go into the mid to late round with no nades back. Because that's never where you want to be. CT side Dust2.
Very true.
Savage still thinking about what he wants to get. Goes for a Galil with util. Both teams very low on money. This is going to be an important round for Order to either recover or LFO to put us on very close to map point. Where these orbs at? One floating over towards the B side of the map. Rickeh could be quite impactful. He's going to sit onto the window line, not on a deep line here, anticipating the B pop. They've secured that long control, pretty much uncontested. Haven't heard any tells towards Cat, so this is very clearly looking like a B. That's a great molly onto Gate, but they don't check it properly, and 3-man straight down.
And Valiance, just like that, he's turned what could have been the perfect strategy to get LFO that 14th round into one for Order. But the big man, Sterling, is still here. Still looking to fight, and he's got that little prog smoke to play with. Rickeh hoping he can find something over the top of the smoke there. Nade as well to follow. That's chipped Sterling down to 57. He's found the perfect line and almost connects. But Rickeh already clearing everything. In Order, they ain't done just yet.
Yeah, they need all 4 alive if possible. And that's exactly what they're going to get. Big flank in from USTILO. And 4 up for Order. Now staring down the barrel of an anti-eco is a chance for them to get double digits and also stabilize here. Got a game in our hands. You love things on your hands, Mac.
I do. Like your mum.
Okay, dude.
Huh?
Okay.
I just got you back. You got boy. Take the L. I only said it because I saw how much Twitch chat liked your mum joke now.
Oh, really?
Moving back into all the action. Savage.
Oh, it's 2021 and it still works, man. Like,
Friday night. You know, I love spending it with you and Twitch chat. It's very romantic, you know. Now, Rickeh, he's a big romancer himself, whining and dining, everyone coming around elbow. Sterling head down. Is he going to be able to salvage anything? Definitely not. Not just with the P250 and 2 CTs swinging in front of him there at A-Ring.
now we get the T-side buy-in with very limited grenades, unless they want to go down to Galils. No AWP either. So this is where Order, they have a big chance to bully with the double AWP. They can get on some really deep lines. They can go for some more aggressive peaks than they might do usually. So first 15, 20 seconds of the round, I really want to see if Order can find themselves an opener with the AWPs. Again, long contest comes out. No more flashes except for Liki's.
Well, I don't think they saw USTILO go down. However, they can definitely hear the man APOC on a bit of an offline, just trying to play the gap. And Rickeh, he's ran out of ammo. But USTILO and Rickeh, they're here to trade things out and keep the numbers strong for Order. Liki, he's decided to go straight down the guts, gets that pick at mid, and instantly goes straight after Hazard up short instead, knowing that Order, they're happy to take this long control. It's a solid piece of map to have if you are posturing for a retake.
Yep. Plant for short. Where does LFO play from? It's an absolute shocking proposition that they go back to short after planting for short. That's insane. Did they double drop? They double dropped. Last two players were long, but they're not there anymore. Flank through mid doors.
Okay, that's one that they definitely weren't expecting, and Rickeh comes through to save the day. You definitely would have thought they would have gone for that double short retake.
Yeah. I mean, they were down in numbers, so I guess they wanted to cut a corner. But, yeah, it turns out that the CTs do, in fact, have legs.
Yes.
And they can run from long elsewhere.
And a lot of time to play within those post plants as well. So, Rickeh able to get some vengeance for Valiance on that rotate through.
Oh, boy. Half buy, full loss bonus for LFO. They've earned that much after taking the lead. But look at Order's money. This is going to be a real tight game of Dust2, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Sterling lining up a banger. We're going to send the boys into mid now. Where's it pop? Looks like it's over towards mid doors, over towards short, just trying to create as much space as possible. Smoke at CT, but it's going to be short that they're after. And Gyra, oh, he's gone back into a whole lot of T's running towards him. These Tech 9s as well. Dangerous Liki. He swung into the bloody wall. So damn wide, but Ricky's got himself a whole lot of LFO on his sticky. There was a collateral, Mitch. That's what I was trying to say.
It was a collateral. Mom, get the camera.
Easy pickings for the rest of the round.
My God, stop the drive-bys.
Spoken too damn soon. And Hazari's opted for the Deeg instead, even though these Tech 9s are just doing so much work. So he got 4 in the clip. And hunt for those heads. He almost connected, given a second opportunity. Just like that, there's maybe a chance now. I saw the flick happening, but USTILO locks down the round. He's 12 and 18. And Order, they have fought their way straight back into D2 here. 12 and 13. LFO still in the lead, moving into another gun round.
Yeah. Order needs to keep their money strong. They've got no loss bonus. So every time that they're dropping these guns, it's not good. I mean, I see the nades dropping in spawn, and it's just breaking my brain for a second. No quick long smoke. They're just trying to set Savage up on the line. He's taken the AWP, and he's good for it. Very measured shot out of him. You could see he really tracked that one. Gave himself time to hit the shot. Vexside aggressives through mid. Puts it back into a 4-on-4 now.
Vexside deciding not to go through mid doors. I was thinking maybe
Oh, look at Rickeh.
A bit too ambitious, but it's the other doors they got to worry about, right?
He just wants to leave his spawn, bro.
Yeah.
He just wants to leave his spawn, but none of them are allowed to.
Look, that being said, I'm actually really excited to see Order play like this because I was worried after that first half. But here in the second, they're really putting their foots down. Foots? Feet? Feet.
Footies.
Footies. Good footy. APOC. Just having a tap battle here. As opposed to a rap battle. And Rickeh able to finish off things as well. So 2 for him and 3 for Vexite. A big performance from that little duo. Just to lock down that mid control and lock down a 13th, bringing it all the way back here for Dust2 for Order.
Back timeout here. The first actually for LFO, considering we're 27 rounds deep. Or into the 27th round. Considering the bite, it's a interesting prospect. Got a couple players, 3.8, 3.5 for Sterling. Again, another one of these buys where they probably can't put together full util unless they want to go down to Galil's. So they're going to play the long game, even though we're at 13 apiece. They're going to go into a half bite with a little bit more punch to it. Hero AK on Hazard. Util here on APOC as well as a couple of flashes. So how do LFO approach this? With a B spawn, I mean, a B rush would be enticing, but at the same time, I don't know if that's something you're going to be getting away with against the full util. Instead, they're going to try to contest long and layer the flashes well enough to get in.
Well, in comes that late corner smoke. Couple of flashes forcing CT's back, and it's more than enough. Spotted on the gap, though.
Okay.
No connection.
Here's the issue. Order just completely gave that up. Full retake. So all of that util invested in long control, and now not enough util to actually make use of it left on the tees.
We're really hoping for the fight, but it looks like they're going to take the fight to Order as the run boost across. And Rickeh, it looked good. You still able to pick up the scraps, though. Rickeh looking to survive, and he has to be sending a Christmas card to USTILO for keeping him alive for so long.
I think that was like 6 shots that he just couldn't connect.
Rough for him. The pressure on his shoulders. Dude. And APOC may be able to find something here.
One of those shots, my VMix even froze and like, and it was on him.
Well, Counter-Strike, it's a hell of a game, right? And it's going to be the 3-man setup, everyone above one another. Angle's going to be hard to be isolated here. That being said, the T's will still stand.
Barely. And not anymore. 14's up for Order. They take the majority here. Pressure back on LFO. This is great grind from Order. I mean, look, can I even be surprised, Mac? Look at what they put together on Ancient. It's just another day at the office. Literally, USTILO's at the office.
I get it. I think that needs to go in your show reel. So if you could just quickly clip that, someone in Twitch chat, send it to Mitch on Twitter.
I don't have a show reel, mate.
Definitely thank you later.
I am a show reel. Every game's the show reel. Every game's the frag movie for Rickeh. Maybe.
Ooh.
It's only seen an elbow. It's a cheeky little elbow.
APOC knows.
He's interested. He's seen that elbow. That looks good.
It's him with the old back away, not today. Disco lay day. I believe that one's coming from Simpsons.
What?
Huh?
It's full B control. That's pretty good. Because now all the CTs can play not on B.
An Order hitting the A site with that hard old stack. And if you have a look at the util here, there's 2 smokes remaining for LFO to cross. Sterling's just hoping that someone puts a foot wrong. Not given a whole lot of space this time, but it's a flash. No smokes to cross, and Valiance going to be caught in the open just like that. It's going to be a whole lot of kills going down on the A site. USTILO dancing around the defensive smoke here over the top. Sterling falling, and Savage does as well. USTILO putting his big boy pants on to lock down the site and ace it up as well. What a play to get Order on a 15.
4K with one clip, slapped another one in, and easy as you'd like. Big impact play. LFO now on the ropes. They have to force up, but they don't have the money to be able to put something convincing together. No head armor for Hazard. One grenade. Anyone who wants util has to go down to Khalil. So LFO, they go into this round with 3 smokes. That's their only molly used just to deny the CT aggression. And just a handful of flashes. They can't contest long control with that kind of util. They're going heavily through lower dart. Maybe mid to B is on the cards, perhaps.
Maybe.
Savage is one of the
position to
players
do
with
it.
the smoke.
Yeah.
And he is outside long. So
Here comes the first, and there's going to be a gaping hole on the right side of that one. LFO.
okay.
Happy to stay patient. Apox walked out of tunnels, and he spotted Valiance.
No way.
But, oh, at least a trade comes through. Ridiculous that that has happened. But Gyra at least stopping the B split from happening for a moment. It's going to be 1 found, but 1 sent straight back. So back to the 3-on-3 we go. And LFO, they are very happy with their chances with a 1-on-3, smacking it straight out of upper dark here. There's util, but no one close to Vexide, who's able to find 2 and 3 on the transfer to close out the game. Blink and you'll bloody miss it. What is that? What was that? Vexide. Ridiculous.
I just don't even know. His mechanics are